Oh man. Alright, this guy just hopped on the table. I think we're gonna run it with the nines. Only because he's short by, you know? So I assume he's a little bit more recreational than most. Seems like an okay spot to run it. Very first hand. Oh my god. I feel like a lot of people, like I've seen it quite a bit. Or people just go nuts on the first hand. They like buying for 40 bigs or whatever and then go all in, but you know. We suck out, we suck out. Alright. Well, here we are. Alright, I pull up YouTube so I can see the chat and stuff. I haven't streamed in a while, so you're gonna have to give me a little bit of a break here. I don't know. Maybe we want to double barrel this one. And I mean, what are we going to want to double barrel? I mean, you could say you want equity like flush draws and stuff, but I don't know. Sometimes I just forget how to do the simplest things. It's hilarious. Just like posting like I do every single day. Alright, we got 6 up and running. Close to 6. I think that's my streaming max. I can usually play 8 comfortably. But if I'm being completely honest, it's probably 6 is like where my EV still retains like its value. So I think it's okay to overlimp in these spots. And I think it's perfectly fine to raise too. It's really up to you. Obviously, if you raise, you'll probably get the reg out of here and isolate this guy. But I generally just tend to mix it up and would prefer a little bit of a stronger hand. Because you can assume he's not going to fold. I guess I'm just going to check call into 2 people. I mean, I'm not going to fold, but we'll probably beat. There you have it, folks. My computer isn't that good for streaming. I'm just kind of trying to work things out. And yeah. You know how it is. Just kind of checking my audio. Yeah, I think we're gonna want a double barrel this. 24, 50, 80. Trying to decide on what I want to do. Will we go for this with the aces? Probably. We go for ace king? Probably. So. I don't necessarily like bluffing against these player types. We got it through. But yeah, it's not ideal. But sometimes you just end up in a spot and you're like, you know, this is definitely we're gonna have to bluff, you know, because we're gonna have so much value in a spot. So then you start to really think of what would you do with your value and how much of it. Obviously flushes and boats, but then you're like, do I go for thin value with aces and ace king? And the answer to me is yes, almost always. I also think that people would just lead shove flushes on the river, so that ace king doesn't check back. If he happened to back into a flush, which is still pretty unlikely. So, I don't know. I think it's perfectly fine. You know what's funny? I'm actually still like so new to this that I don't know what to do here. My instinct tells me to fold, but at the same time, I'm like, can I really fold? So, I'm just a bit unsure. It's also pretty sizable 3-bet as well. I could be completely wrong. I know button probably doesn't fold at all, and I think the option would be 4-bet or fold. So this is spot raise call. He squeezed. I 4-bet. I think it's pretty close between 4-bet or fold. Yeah, he's gonna have some flatted aces and kings, but against an EP raise and then 4-bet, it seems like a lot of those hands are just gonna want to get it in pre, and we take it down. It's beautiful. So I feel like with this, what's the word I'm looking for, man? It's a little early. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't think. Configuration. There it is. With the configuration of EP open, he 3-bets EP 4-bet. I feel like the majority of people are shoving queens plus ace king. So that's just my thought. Huh. We might have to look him up on the river there, but we're gonna be, it's alright. It's not a big deal. I think oftentimes we're gonna have under pairs, so there's definitely a lot of stabs on the river to try to get me fold tens and below. But I feel like if it was bluff, he would just choose at least half pot, maybe. He could credibly rep like queen X for half pot. So that just seems a little bit too much like a crying call to me. Dude, I had the bad beat jackpot yesterday or 2 days ago, dude. Oh my god. That was crazy, dude. That was the most insane thing ever. I couldn't believe it. I'm on a plane. I can't complain. I actually don't know if you're supposed to fold. Like I said, I'm relatively new to cash games, and there's spots that come up pretty often where I'm honestly unsure. Like the ace jack spot, I probably blundered extremely hard, and I feel like I should be 4-betting a good portion of the time. I just don't necessarily know if you're supposed to flat. So, listen, y'all can roast me all you want. Still learning the ways of the cash game, man. It's a pretty great turn. We have all the outs in the world. We are going to race. We're gonna have straights, 2 pairs, 8-7, maybe not 8-7, but like 7-5, 5-3. But straights are gonna want to shove. So I don't know. This could be just mega punt, but I'm trying to think of what my bluffs are gonna want to do, and it's so easy to 2 miss flush draws and whatnot. So it seems like a spot where you really just have to be super polar on the river. And yeah, we have spades, but there's still enough combos. It's a limped pot. There's still plenty of combos of clubs, spades, ace X that he calls turn that's not going to call river. So I just try to get creative, and I try to really put the pieces together and think about what I would do. And to be honest, in a spot like that, against a bit more of a recreational player, I'm never going to overbet shove. Not never, but rarely I'm going to overbet shove for value like that. Like, what was it, 3x pot? Just because that's why the bluff works so well. And then when I'm actually bluffing, I need to put maximum pressure on, because when I bet pot or a little over pot, it doesn't work as well. And that's how we get paid off. So it's not really a balanced spot for me at the moment, but if I'm against like a reg, then sure, I'll be balancing more in a spot like that. But it's alright to be unbalanced, even online. But yeah. Okay. We're gonna lose to like 6s and 7s here, but we don't necessarily need to bluff our hands too good. We can bluff some other hands here. We definitely win sometimes against like ace 4. Oh, deuces. We're gonna have straights, 2 pairs, 8-7, maybe not 8-7, but like 7-5, 5-3. But straights are gonna want to shove. So I don't know. This could be just a mega punt, but I'm trying to think of what my bluffs are gonna want to do, and it's so easy to 2 missed flush draws and whatnot. So it seems like a spot where you really just have to be super polar on the river. And yeah, we have spades. There's still enough combos. It's a linked pot. There's still plenty of combos of clubs, spades, ace-x that he calls turn. That's not going to call river. So I just try to get creative, and I try to really put the pieces together and think about what I would do. And to be honest, in a spot like that, against a bit more of a recreational player, I'm never going to overbet shove. Not never, but rarely I'm going to overbet shove. Like that, like, what was it, 3x pot? Just because that's why the bluff works so well. And then when I'm actually bluffing, I need to put maximum pressure on, because when I bet pot or a little over pot, I was on mute, wasn't I? That's how we get paid off. So it's not really a balanced spot for me. A king, dude? You got a king? Brother. You gotta bet your king, brother. How much do you have to adjust when playing 2-5 live compared to online? Obviously, you'll play closer to GTO online, but what are your specific adjustments? Sure. Yeah, I think online is really good to get the fundamentals. Obviously, if you're still working on the fundamentals, it might not be ideal for you to play 2-5 online, but look at me. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm here, so just kidding. Yeah, live you get to exploit a lot. There's a lot more information that you get to gather. And, yeah, you definitely encounter much more recreational players. And things just don't go by the books. However, you could still play. Like, that's... GTO is a term. Like, if your player is 3-betting too much, then the GTO is going to 4-bet more. So, technically, there's always going to be GTO. It's just, it fluctuates. It makes the best optimal strategy. Um, so, and when it comes to, like, I don't have any specific adjustments. Honestly, I have not played a live game in a while, especially one of the 2.5 size. So I honestly can't probably give the best advice right now. I still think it's extremely important to understand your game and the fundamentals of how things work, and to be able to explain what you're doing. I think is extremely important to be able to articulate what's happening. Oh yeah, that's a nice flop for Giljack. Good question though. Love your channel. You like a mature Corey Iring. He's mature. I love his videos, bro. He's the best. Holy smokes. The question is, do we want to get it in now? The thing is this check raise is either an overpair or a flush draw. I guess I don't want the turn to scare him off of any of that. If this is just a pure air ball, like king queen of spades, I guess it could be. I've decided on an all-in. Don't have jacks. That'll work. What do you want to do, brother? I'm always game to run it twice. It seems like it just reduces the variance when you have like big flips or big spots or whatever. So, oh, that's nice. Yeah, it just seems like that spot is either going to be like king queen of diamonds, ace king of diamonds, or obviously the goods, the overpairs. And I mean, there's not too many bad turns to whereas he's gonna like check fold. Well, he's never really gonna check fold the overpairs, but could be like a jack, still not gonna fold, or like 10 of diamonds, something super scary like that. So, yeah. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to muck here. I don't think that's how it works. Again, could be making blunders, man. I've been kind of on the road. I haven't studied in a little while. And when I say studied, I just mean like almost like refresher. So like the basic stuff. Because there's just so much, it's hard to get down. Obviously, you can't ever really memorize anything. But you can have the main stuff down. And you can implement, or you can understand the actual strategy to whereas you don't need to know every spot, you just need to understand strategy for certain spots and apply the same concepts. My chat thing is not working on my stream. I don't know. I'm such a streaming noob, bro. Chat, I'm such a noob. Whatever, it's fine. It's kind of low quality, the stream, the table footage, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to open this, but I did. Probably not. I come from a pretty nice looking tournament background. Not background, but like that's just what I've mainly studied the last long time. It's a pretty big 3. Actually, I don't think we can ever fold ace-5 suited. It's like the one that just has to call or 4-bet. You got the rockets down here though. That's nice. We do got the rockets. We do have to continue here with the gut shot against a small bet. So 3 on the turn, chopping with his ace-x now. Can't really do too much there. This is strange. Call. He led. This is gross. I'm gonna. Ew. I think I had to raise and then fold to a 3-bet on the flop. He's gonna have a set. He's gonna have Jack-10 suited, and he's gonna have 10s. But I mean, I don't know. Seems strange. I think this guy I think I just fold. It's just like it's off so often a set, or I mean either that or it's like king queen of hearts or 9-8 of hearts. So. And I didn't really feel like raising, but once he comes along, I think I have to. Oh, man. Back to back. And you got to just know when to let go of aces. Because I call, turn. Even if the turn is a brick, it's just... I just pointed out all the value he has from flatting small blind. And, yeah. Small blind against EP is... Yeah, the pairs, the suited broadways. So come at me, bro. Let's go. This is kind of sketchy, I'm not gonna lie, the small 3, but you're gonna dunk it here like half the time, I'm pretty sure. And I like to dunk. Dunk! I'm a tournament player, man. Whenever I get to go all in, I'll take my chance. I think Daniel said you play better than the 10 people here. I can guarantee you that. Guess we'll never know, man. You never know. There could be some crushers in the chat. There could be a couple crushers. Teach us. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to explain some stuff. Honestly, it takes a little bit of practice to explain what you're doing in real time, out loud. Because you can make sense of stuff in your head, but out loud, it's a little tricky. Sometimes. But I appreciate that, Daniel. I bet that you had a better hand than me. Ha 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 ha. Just do my best, man. That's all. That's all you can really do, right? I'm having a pretty good session so far. We're up like 90 bigs here, 50 bigs here, 30 bigs here, 10 bigs over here. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, but just saying, it's been a pretty smooth session as of late. I don't got nothing on my side screens. I'm sorry about that. Over here. I'm working on it. Up here, I'm just gonna channel my tournament like game. Oh, I got the spinning wheel of death. Go away. He opens 26 bigs. I just have a pair. I'm just gonna reshove. Fritz, what you got, brother? What are you gonna do? What is that short? There's no problem to shove the pair. Deuce. Give me the deuce. Bang. You know what? Nice hand, Fritz. Nice hand, man. This is a spot I haven't studied much. I don't know if I'm supposed to 3-bet. Probably not. It probably mixes, actually. Against hijack, I'm not sure. It's funny because every time I actually do try to articulate stuff out loud, it makes me question all these different spots. Yeah, take the bait. Yeah. You fell for it, bro. You fell for it. I have a straight. What's he gonna have? He's never gonna have kings, or he could have queens, but he's never gonna have kings or jack. So he could try to let him bluff, I guess, or just chop with his ace king. Oh! Sicko, man. Sicko. Should have went way bigger, dude. Nice hand. Yeah, I think it's kind of a weird spot on the river, to be honest. Just cause yeah, it's kind of a weird spot. Just because he never has any boats, and I guess the most likely one would be tens. So, he never checks a jack on the flop. He never checks kings on the flop. And then when we bet, it's pretty hard to target anything, considering we have a jack ourselves. So it's just a check call mode. We could get a little wild and like check jam, you know, like blocking jack X. But we have the straight, so there's not really too much of a reason for that. We don't think he's got any flushes or boats. This is a really weird player. He 3-bets super small out of position. We're going to call again, and then see what happens. Story of my life, man. I don't like this certain combo that we have, but we'll see what happens here. I will fold. Yeah, I guess I fold. I don't know. He should, in theory, have king jack, queen jack suited. Suited. I do think it's a little bit thin for most players. Maybe not. I'm going for value here with overpairs. I'm just going to muck it. Nice hand. Nice hand, brother. I love being in a spot where you're just so sure that your hero call is going to be right. You're not even sweating it. You just snap it off. Let's go. We got the aces. Okay. Excuse me. I didn't mean for you to see that side of me. Oh, we turned it straight. All right. We got a limpa. We got a limpa. Oh, you can't see what I'm... Oh, wow. Ooh, look at that flop. That is something special, isn't it? Please have like ace-6 suited or something, dude. Or ace-king. Also, one of my best advice. I don't know if this is good advice, but this is kind of a little bit of the rules that I play by, and it's worked out well for me sometimes. Don't slow play. Just stop slow playing your hands. No more slow playing your big hands when you're 100 plus big blinds deep. If you're 30 big blinds deep, or it's a 4-bet pot and the SPR is 1-1, fine. You can slow play top set, but like in that spot right there, I have a boat, and y'all are like, why would you? Even betting smaller is an option. But you just don't get the value. Like when you slow play, if he has ace king, he's never gonna fold. If he has any king X, you know, and it's like, what are we hoping for? When we bet smaller, a check, you know, just get a little bluff on the river from the guy. Or when he has ace king, we stack him. Or when he has a 6, we stack him. You know what I mean? The value of that is so much higher. And in any spot, really. Like checking back flops when there's 6 big blinds in the middle and 150 big blinds in your stack. Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it sucks when they fold, but what are you going to do? You know? They didn't have a hand. They probably weren't going to bluff anyway. Start in cash games, bet big for value. Push money into the middle when you have the goods. Or not, you know. Gotta balance it out. But just, that's how you make money. And that's the truth. Low SBR is obviously slow playing is completely fine. Trust me, I come from a tournament standpoint, and slow playing is very relevant because a lot of times you're 10 big blinds, 20 big blinds deep. But had to make that adjustment is all. So that's a little bit of advice. Especially in live poker, dude. Nobody likes to fold. You flipping, you get 20 hands an hour when you play live, dude. It's pretty funny. It's kind of hard for me to go from like grinding like a session like this and then just going to the online one or the live 1-3 game. I'm like, what am I doing here, man? They didn't even let me film. I'm like, what am I doing here? You know? I'm gonna bet the flop actually. This is a really good turns to continue. We wrap around the 10 and the 9 with the backdoor flush draw pretty nicely. And we can easily just fold out king 4, queen 6, a lot of ace highs even. Won't continue. So, welcome to my life. Ooh, that's nice. We're gonna bet pot on the turn and then check back river. Get called by his draws, get called by 7x. And then, you know, basically check it back the river, because we can. Check flop, check turn. We'll see what happens, sir. We win. Okay, we're facing a bit more of a recreational player. The reason I could tell is he didn't bind for 100 bigs. He doesn't have auto top off. And he flatted small blind from a button open, which is typically not the move. And then this one just... I just get to blast this one. I love being in a spot like that where you're just like, I'm just gonna fire, and you know you're gonna fire, you know. Give me the royal, dealer. Okay. What to do? We obviously won't fold if he shoves, but I'm just kind of like, the ace can help him a ton. Ace 10, queen jack, ace queen. Ugh. Dang. Did we ever win here? Ever? Please check. Please check. I don't think he's gonna. I think we lose. I think we're gonna fold too. Yeah. Thing is, we have the jack. 2 diamonds. The jack. I guess the jack blocks his value, but we just decided to dunk it here for 60. Yeah, I just don't think this is a very good spot. It's kind of hard to map out some. He would have like 8-7, 9-8 of diamonds. Yeah, not ideal. Although when we do check the river, it's like almost always a give up. I think I should have checked turn there. My honest opinion. Just because when we bet call, we're like, what's happening? Where are we at? Do we have the best hand? Do we not? You know? So, probably a mistake there. Fritz, my brother. Alright. Gonna start the check on this monotone board. And this monotone board, enough is enough. Dude, I've been getting a lot of random calls recently. Like, a bunch a day. Just random. Derek, I am in Canada. I hate this spot. This spot makes me want to vomit. But all over my computer. The thing is, and in spots like this, especially against regs, of something that I've noticed is people just like don't take those bluff spots as much as you would think. Like oftentimes they're just gonna be like, it's just small pot. They're just not gonna fire off huge bluffs, and that's just honestly my opinion with that. Firing a big daddy value bet here. This is a spot you have to be polar with your bluff. Check flop, check turn. He's sitting there with an ace. And this is, we gotta be balanced here, obviously. And we have the goods. Because when we do bluff there, we can't bet pot or else he's always gonna call with an ace. Oh, wow. We hit our flush. Not on the Jack 10 hand, but this hand. We will bet fold the river. I think. Hold on. Not 100%, but I'm thinking. This could definitely be sixes and threes, so if we could check raise, it's going to be a 6 spot. Bang. Booyah. That's going to be my thing. Oh, bad beat, huh? How about... I don't want to be mean. Ooh, nice little crack on my fingers. I think I should have checked turn there. Okay. It's probably a bit too small, actually. Woohoo! We got our fish, got my wish. Fish. Got my wish. Just gonna go half-half. Also playing a pot down here. 3-bet pot, but we'll focus up here. Half-half, calling a shove. What are you gonna do? Alright, we turn a flush down here. He bets pretty big. Like, I'm pretty surprised to see this size. He is tagged. It's a bit more recreational, though. I don't think we can go for value. Queen, Jack, King, Hearts. Board is paired. Could be trying to check raise. So, interesting tactic, my brother. Yes, I am out of the country. I do play on Club GG quite a bit still. The games are just very juicy on there. A lot of times when I play on Club GG, I'll play 5-10. We're having a pretty good session here. Ah, misclick. I wanted to raise 3x. This is like my little fidget. I like click this button here. Ooh, what a turn. He snapped turn, so could have like 2 pair. Is he gonna fold? Actually, I'm just gonna do this. This guy's tired. Oh, I know, it's a different guy in mine. I had it mixed up with someone else. If he shoves, we lose to the nut flush. And that's life. That's poker for you. Bang! Let's go, chat. Come on. Ah, man. What are you going to do? Great. Good thing we got the GG care, man. I'm so happy that's there. What would I do without you? What are you going to do? I mean, nothing I could do. I'm not going to fold river. Okay. 2.8x is a little bit new. Nice hand, brother. Nice hand. When he snapped, this guy is such a fun player. I have no problem shoving queens here. Well, he's not that fun. He's not like crazy fun, but he is entertaining from time to time. Ooh, a little bluffski. Nice, man. Yeah, what are you going to do about the flush thing? Nothing. Anybody like the Steve Miller Band? New season of Day in the Life? Yep, I'm starting it back up. I posted my first one. My first 2, actually, yesterday and today, so we'll be back there, and I'm starting YouTube videos as well. It's going to be kind of similar. That's kind of why I started streaming this session, because I can put the clips in the videos. They won't let me film in the casino, so I kind of got to figure stuff out. And, yeah. Oh, take the money and run. Half, call your shove. Alright, turn a flush down here. That's pretty big. Like, I'm pretty surprised to see this size. Alright, brother. Call. Diamond! That's a good turn. Or good river, I guess, besides the diamond. I might call. Probably will. Even though he probably has a flush. 50% VPIP though, brother. Interesting tactic. I don't know if I can fold. I'm trying to think. Let me think it through. Calls flop. Could have 8-6. Could have a set. Could have a flush. Bang. They got me, chat. They got me good. Dude, enough with the diamonds. Can we just chill out on the diamonds, dude? I could probably find a fold there. The other thing about players like that, 50% VPIP, you know, buys in for 40 bigs. There's always that extra random factor. So when you're counting combos, you're like, okay, this makes sense. And then you're like, okay, what doesn't make sense? I find that happens a lot. So I tend to not make big hero folds against players like that. This is probably fold a lot of the time, but it's okay to call against weaker opponents. A weaker opponent that just stacked me. That's why poker is the best game in the world. Dude, how many diamonds are you gonna get, dude? Nah, we can't bluff now. He's not gonna fold kings, queens, whatever he has, tens. You win. Oh. Ah. This is not my table over here, man.
Hey, let's go, chat. Come on. What are you gonna do? Nice hand, brother. Nice hand.
Alright, let's call. We have a gutter. We have a gutter. Eights, my brother. Yeah. Oh. 8, please.
Chat, what's going on, chat? Show on YouTube. Not much, not much.
No, I'm not gonna shove. I probably have to call though. This is suicide. I don't know, kind of a weird pot. What are you gonna do? Eights? You got eights? You got pocket eights, brother? We didn't even get our kings paid off. God dang. It's a full. This is one of those GTO freaking things, bro.
Got me good. Dude, enough with the diamonds. Can we just chill out on the diamonds? I could probably find a fold there. The other thing about players like that is that people buys it for 40 bigs. There's always that extra random factor. So how much room makes sense.
Everybody's coming along.
A weaker opponent that just how many diamonds? You win. Oh.
I don't think you're supposed to fold pairs. Just because we're awesome. Because I'm going to flop a set. When you do flop a set. You get all of the cash. Check it down with ace king. Never mind. Isn't that the worst when you get counterfeit? You're like calling someone down with an underpair and then you counterfeit. You're like, well. Then they have a worse underpair. And then you realize you're dreaming. It's probably mixes, but I like the 3. Oh, he has 17 bigs. Perfect. The Ducks. One time. Give him a deuce. Give it to him, man. Come on. I like this guy. Unfair. Uno momento. I need some more coffee.
You got pocket 8s, brother? We didn't even get our kings paid off. These are one of those GTO freaking things, bro.
Don't text and grind, folks.
Everybody's coming.
Remember when I said don't slow play? I'm just gonna bet really, really small. Come on, Fritz. Come on, buddy. If there is a hand to check, it's that one. Just kind of being funny. I'm goofing up. I think I'm gonna add another table. Maybe 2.
Set. You do flop a set.
You get all of the cash. Check it down with ace king. Isn't that the worst when you get counterfeit? You're like calling someone down with an underpair and then you counterfeit. You're like, oh. Yo! Huh? Trying to get my video on. Call. That's a good flop. I mean, it's not great, but it's good. Better than most flops. Be cool, guys. We're on camera. That's a good turn. That's a very good turn. We bet big. We might even want to size up. I don't know. I feel like his overpairs are probably betting bigger on the flop, but who knows? GG, bro. Nice hand, bro. Okay. We win, we win. Ha ha ha! Yeah, take that. Now we're just playing heads up, huh? Let me guess, you're out of here, Dusty Magoo. He stayed. Ah! My heart's broke. Dusty, come back. I like playing heads up, actually. It's kind of fun. Oh my gosh, these regs. You know what? I'm just gonna get out of this table. Come back to me, Dusty.
I'm goofing up.
Oh. How long we been? We've only been live for an hour. Playing poker feels like so much more work when you're streaming. It's pretty funny, actually. What about just jamming turn? Is that a thing here? You know? Like, would it ever be a thing just to jam for 2x pot on turn?
Yo,
I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I got Jack 10 of clubs, bruh. That's a bad river. Look at me. No, that ain't that probably ain't your GTO. Oh man.
very good turn.
Everybody folded when I had ace king. Please let me win, devil hero. Please let me win. King queen. King queen. No.
My heart's broke. Dusty, come back. I like playing that so much. It's kind of fun.
Surrounding. Not a lot of action, man. Ice cold over here, man. All right, dealer, give me a set.
Just jamming turns. Is that a thing yet? You know? Like, would it ever be a thing just to jam from next spot?
Do we win? King Jack of diamonds? Alright, man. I'll let you have it, brother. Scrumptious looking turn. This is literally just a spot where he never has a better hand. Now he could, but he's just never gonna have a better hand. He would check raise king queen, sixes, king six on the flop. Ace king he doesn't have in his range. No queens, no kings. So we do lose to king 10, but we also get value from much more. Take it down. I 3-bet pre. He check called flop, and he bet river. Yikes. Check call flop. It would have to be. I feel like he would check raise a good portion of his ace queen. So it has to be king queen. Is there any way he goes for value with tens? Probably not. I kind of feel like calling this though. Actually,
King queen. King queen.
I think I'm good. It's really close, dude. He's going to have some suited connectors. He's also going to have some sets, some boats. So Like suited connector, I mean like 7-6 that makes a straight on the river. And then if you think about his bluffs, what are his bluffs going to be? It'd have to be like a suited Broadway ace-x hand, right? Or a wheel that also has a straight. I don't think he's going to bluff any pair, because when we check turn, we're going to have so much ace-king, ace-jack that he doesn't necessarily need to. So it's a close spot. I don't think tens is going to pot there for value. Tens could bet for value, I guess, but not for pot. That'd be pretty gangster. Probably some portion of 4-bet here, but I'm not sure.
Not a lot of action, man. Ice cold
What do we do? We're crushed by ace king, ace queen, queens, kings, and aces, obviously. Can't fold turn, obviously. Also jack 10 suited. Probably some... Yeah, I just fold. I'm just gonna fold, fold, fold. This is a weird one. I 3-bet the hijack. I'm not sure what frequency this is going to 3-bet at, but I did. He 4-bet, calling the pair against 4-bet. And this is an extremely good board for us. Sure, he could have queens and jacks, but he's also going to have ace king. Ew. We just have so many sets here. Oh man, you gotta have bluffs, man. You gotta have bluffs. You know? Like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's go. God, bluffing him 4-bet pots is so weird. Because you're like, he has like 3 hands here. That's not true, but that's what it feels like. Ace King just hates their life right there. Like, what does Ace King do? Like, what do I have, you know? I have queens, jacks, eights. I have everything. He still has queens and jacks. Yes, but I think that those hands are often going to bet flop. Maybe not queens, but the other two. Or the other set. I can't speak right now, dude. Gotta get a little gangster once in a while. And then it's like, we have bluffs, okay. What are our bluffs gonna be? Ace Jack? Suited, probably. And then pairs, like 10s, 9s. 10s and 9s is probably the best. The thing, though, is he could technically still have 10s, so we don't really want to have that. 7s just unblocks all of his air. Look at me figuring things out. Let me win. Dang. Little trappy. This is basically, I can already tell. It obviously depends on the run out, but this is going to be one we're going to just literally punt off. When I say punt, I mean bluff, barrel. Because, first of all, we have equity. Second of all, we unblock. This is usually you want to bluff with hearts. It's a lame turn. Well, this didn't go according to plan. Nice aim. Oh man, it's funny. Anyway, I was gonna say, having hearts there is usually good to bluff because when you do continue on the turn, you're gonna unblock. And I know this sounds super nitpicky, but you unblock the backdoor flush draws. So you know what I mean. So you can continue. He's gonna more likely continue with the backdoor flush draws than without it. So when you unblock those, then he gets to the turn with a lot of air. Nitpicky, but makes a difference sometimes. Alright. Alright. It's a flop. I think I'm gonna do a lot of checking on this board actually still.
Oh man, you gotta have bluffs, man. You gotta have bluffs. You know? Let's go. God, bluffing in 4-bet pots is so weird. 'Cause you're like, he has like 3 hands here. That's not true, but it feels like. Ace King just hates their life right now. What does Ace King do? What do I have? You know? I have queens, jacks, eights. Everything.
Heart, please.
Still has queens and jacks.
We just lose to Queen 10 a lot here, I feel like.
I think those hands are often gonna bet flop.
And Ace Jack and King Jack. And we have hearts, so we don't really have a great hero call.
And then it's like, we have bluffs, okay? What are our bluffs?
I'm just gonna muck it, I think. I just don't feel good about it is all. Over here though, we flopped a set and the board paired on the river. We're having a great old time. I just don't feel good about that one. He bet flop turn river. It's like not good. And that size doesn't seem like he's trying to get us to fold an ace, you know? Maybe just have like 6-4 here, bro. Deuces.
Little trappy.
Raise call. I squeezed call. This is the same guy that shoved the fives against me earlier. I don't know if I can fold turn yet, even though I just really hate this spot. We're just playing with two funny players. Oh, what a river! Don't have a flush, somebody. We can't fold though, dude. We're gonna shove. We gotta shove, right? Oh my god. This is hilarious. He could have a flush for sure. I don't know. What am I gonna do? Don't snap. I hope he has like fives or something. Uh-oh. Oh! Sick. What are you gonna do?
Well, this didn't go according to plan.
That was a really strange hand. I was probably best on turn, to be honest with you. He could have had Queen X or like King Queen or something, but the same guy that just like ripped fives on that turn earlier. I'm not buying it, buddy. All right. Bro, I commented on your post yesterday about meeting up. We should go to Cowboys. Yeah, honestly, I'm down. I'll be at Cowboys maybe tonight. I'm not sure. It's possible. That's a weird hand, dude.
Nitpicky, but makes a difference sometimes.
I need revenge on this guy, dude. I just want him to donk shove into me when I have the goods, man. Oh, man. Not really a poker guy. I'm a terrible, but I'm good at blackjack. I'm not really the biggest blackjack guy, so we'll make a good team. Could probably 4-bet and shove here. It's just mixed. Or call even. Sometimes, like very low. We're not folding against a shove, though. I think I might end stream, take a break. Why does my voice repeat itself on the stream? I don't know. I'll fix that. It's kind of lame. I got some technical things to work out for sure. I'll probably end the stream here in a couple minutes and take a break and hop back on a little bit as well. So. Appreciate y'all tuning in though.
Race call, I squeeze call. This is the same guy that shoved 5 against me earlier. I don't know if I can full turn yet. I just really spot. We're just playing with 2 funny players. Oh, what a river!
All right, boys and girls.
Don't have a flush, somebody. We can't pull.
I might be back in like an hour. I just gotta go figure some stream stuff out and some other stuff as well. Some video stuff.